guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. It is the first video of February and this is the first month, but I most likely won't be uploading as many videos as I have been before. We're trying out 4. I feel like I'm gonna do 6. I don't know, we'll see. Do me a favor. While I am limiting my content for the month, let me know what your favorite videos are to see from me on this channel. Is it these sit down talk videos? Is it Q&As? Is it the advice segment? Is it vlogs? You guys say you like vlogs and then I post a vlog and guess what? Nobody watches it. So do you like what I eat in a day? Do you like my experimental videos where I tried this for a week and this happened? Do you like the clothing hauls? Let me know. It is so helpful for me to hear what you guys currently want to see, because just because something did well 2 years ago doesn't mean it'll do well now. So do me a favor, comment that below. I'm going through an experimentation process as I have been for the last year, but I'm really trying to narrow it down. But look, if you're here, it's probably because you want to know why 1 second I was like,
damn, I love LA.
And then the next I was like, damn, I kind of hate LA. And then the next I was like, but I might stay. And then I was like, but I might not. Ooh, I don't know. So this is gonna be a video all about why I want to leave LA and why I might stay. It's kind of like a pros and cons, and honestly I'm doing this for myself. I've been needing to do this for myself anyway, but I figure while I film it, this could help a lot of you guys in the long run as well, if you are someone who's considering moving to Los Angeles or if you're someone who's considering leaving Los Angeles. So let's give some backtrack, okay? Moved to Los Angeles when I was 20 years old. I've been out here for 5 years. Maybe I was 21. I think I was actually 21. I don't know, but I moved to LA, been out here for about 4 to 5 years, and it was everything I could have hoped for and dreamed for. Actually, that's not true. When I first moved out here the first year, it was very miserable. I wanted to move out because I felt like I didn't have any friends, I didn't have my dogs, I didn't know anyone here. It was terrible. I really immediately had regretted my decision, and I was like, I'm not moving back to the Bay, but I gotta move the hell out of here. I toughed it out. I ended up getting gifted Prince. Prince changed my perspective on the entire city because suddenly I wanted to go to dog parks and I needed to go to a bunch of public settings so that Prince could get used to different sounds, and through that I started meeting new people, and then I started making YouTube friends. Great. Suddenly, LA is the coolest place in the world. Awesome, love to hear it. However, there were some negative things that also started to coincide with my newfound friendships that, even though I was happy on the social scale, things like my budget, my mental health were seriously off balance, we can say. So now in the last few years, especially in the last few months, my feeling of wanting to leave has become a lot more intense, to the point where I have told myself that in the next 6 months, I'm most likely gonna move to Austin or Denver or Portland or Seattle. I've been leaning more towards Austin and Denver, but point is, I've been leaning on leaving. So I wanted to write down and talk about some of the pros and then lead myself into, actually we'll talk first about some of the cons and then lead myself into what the pros are of living in the city and kind of the personal growth that it's taken me on. Okay, cool, let's do it. First thing, one of the first reasons that I felt like I realized maybe LA was having a negative impact on me, and this is much more a personal problem than it is blaming the city. It's just a lot more potent here in the city. But I lived a long time without having any money, without, you know, being financially fruitful. So when I moved to Los Angeles and I saw how normal it was for everyone, like it's crazy how common you will see people here driving a Rolls Royce, a G-Wagon, a Porsche, a Mercedes, a BMW, whatever, and dressed in the nicest clothes, all having a designer bag. I don't know why I was one of these people, because not everyone is like this, but for me, I'm assuming it was just because I didn't have money and I was young and I was easily impressionable. I felt like I had something to prove. So the second I moved out here, I got a luxury high-rise apartment. I'd started an application process with a cute, humble spot for like $1,600, $1,700 a month in Little Tokyo. And then I saw these high-rises in Koreatown and I was like, okay, fine. I'll spend $2,500 a month on a 600 square foot home. But it was beautiful, but 600 square feet. $2,500 a month, okay? This is not New York, this is Los Angeles. I did a lot of things like that. I ended up getting a Mercedes. I now have a Porsche that the lease will be up in December. Can't wait for it to be over. I mean, it's a great car, but like, come on, Jazz, what are you doing? Like, everything felt like it was just a way for me to prove to people like, no, but I'm successful. I'm successful, seriously. Like, I'm doing well for myself, and I hate that. It was like a dick measuring contest, but like no one actually cares about your dick. They're so focused on their dick, so they're not thinking about like, damn, I wonder how big hers is, you know what I mean? Unless which leads me into my next point. You are communicating with clout chasers. Los Angeles, my friend, welcome to the land of clout chasers. 80% of the people that I have encountered are most likely in it for something to gain. This comes with everything, like anything and everything you do. The second you say to somebody, oh, I do social media, or like I'm involved in social media, I have a YouTube channel, whether it's your lash lady, whether it's your fucking Uber driver, whether it's, I don't know, like anyone, they're suddenly like, oh my God, really? I've been wanting to get into that. Can we exchange info so that I could just pick your brain? Love that question. Absolutely love it. Then they're like, oh my God, 500,000 followers. Ooh, we're gonna have to do a video together. Let's make a video together. And it just suddenly, it makes the whole encounter of the person that you just met seem very, I don't know, usy. I don't know. That's like the worst thing. It makes you feel like you're only good for the amount of followers that you have, or the fact that you're in this industry, rather than like, oh, you're just somebody I want to know. But again, that can have a lot to do with the people I'm choosing to surround myself with. I just feel that everybody is here, you know, because they're trying to kick ass and become something. And so with that, you're surrounded by a lot of self-serving people who are trying to thrive and be successful. No problem with that, just not necessarily the people that I want to associate with. Another reason that I would want to leave is it's so damn expensive in Los Angeles, and there are outer areas that you can go and explore, such as the Valley, going really deep into San Fernando Valley, Van Nuys, Woodland Hills, those areas. But then at that point, I feel like you're not even living in Los Angeles. What is the point? You might as well move somewhere else if you're not. I don't know. It's really freaking far when you include traffic. I actually did a statistic check, and I think it's like something like 60% of Californians have moved in the last 5 to 6 years to Austin, Texas. Don't quote me on that. Like, I could have completely skewed those numbers, but it was enough for me to be like, damn, that's a lot of people. It's just damn expensive out here, and Austin just came to mind because I always think about the fact that the amount that I paid for my condo, I could get a brand new house, 3-bedroom, tri-level in Austin, Texas. And in Denver. There's a lot of places, but Austin is the first one that comes to mind. Let's lean right into the next thing. Traffic. Traffic is absolutely horrific out here, and I don't ever really have to deal with it. This is not so much of a con for me, but it is, and I'll explain why. 405, 110, the 10, the 101, it's the worst thing ever basically at all times of the day, especially the 405 and the 101. Traffic sucks out here, and that's why, like, whenever I went to Austin, or when I've gone to, where else did I go? Ohio, people are just like, oh, the traffic. I'm like, honey, you know nothing. You know nothing about traffic. No. Okay, these two are gonna kind of go together. For me, personally, I dealt with a loss of friendship with a lot of people, and I talked about this last time. A lot of them don't even really know that I've like chosen to back off or not be their friend, or maybe they felt the same way and they were like, damn, I really don't wanna be around this girl anymore. But basically, I feel like I was focusing on things that I never focused on before, like whether or not I was invited to a social gathering, just like childish things that 16-year-old me would have focused on. And I was like, you know what? I'm 25. I'm gonna be 26 this year. Why am I so caught up on like these childish things? So that was a big thing for me, because that's not what I think I should be dealing with in a friendship. And it's not even necessarily their fault. This absolutely all comes down to me. Okay, and before, I feel like people are already like angrily typing on their keyboard about like, well, she's just choosing to hang out with the wrong, no shit. I have been choosing to hang out with the wrong people. Let's wait before you toss me an angry comment. Wait until I have gotten through the cons, because these are the cons of LA. We still have a lot of really good pros to go through. So, okay, this is my last con. The last thing, once you become depressed and you feel like you don't have any friends anymore, you stop leaving your house. And once you stop leaving your house, it gets really hard to start leaving your house again. And I didn't even realize that this was happening for me until my manager just last week was like, hey, what's going on? We haven't received this email for a brand deal, whatever. I was like, oh, sorry, I went to bed at 8:30 in the morning. And she's like, that's like the 3rd time this week. I'm actually starting to worry. And she started personally texting me like, I'm worried about your mental health. Like, are you okay? And I have become such a person of denial, which is crazy because I'm so actually aware of myself and my feelings and whatever. And I was like, oh, I guess it is concerning that I've been going to bed at 8:30 in the morning and waking up at 3 o'clock. It was just not good. And so she's like, you know, I'm concerned. We should go for a hike this weekend. Like, join me. We'll go for a hike. We'll go to the west side. We can go get some food after, go plant shopping. And I was like, oh, that sounds really nice. That morning, I did not want to go. I woke up, I went, and I was like, whoa, this was really good. And it made me realize that I had really been isolating myself, and that there have actually been quite a few friends who have been inviting me out for drinks and have been inviting me out for an open mic and all these things where I'm sitting here saying, I don't have any friends, no one loves me. And I look at my texts and they're like, why didn't you text me back? I've been trying to get you to come out. And I'm like, oh, shit. I fucked up. Those are gonna be my cons. I'm sure there's other things that I could touch on, but for me, the ones that resonate with me and really hit home, that's that. Okay, cool. So the pros. The close friends that I do have is a huge reason for me to want to stay. I didn't even mention Ashley, but Ashley say K, Ashley say K, Ashley say what? When I think of the people that live here that are close to me but I never get to see, but are still like some of my greatest and closest friends, Mariana, Ashley, Kat, who doesn't even live far from me, Chachi will be back soon, Jazmine, there's a handful of people here, Anthony, like I've got friends, I just don't hit them up. The friends that I do have out here, solid friendships that I know they would never betray me. They'd always have my back. They have been there for me at the drop of I don't know what to say. They've just been there for me a lot, and so I appreciate them. Second thing, the constant sunshine. And this has been huge for me recently because I forget that California is blessed in the weather department. We are just blessed. Sure, we have to deal with the thought that at any moment we could have a terrible earthquake that could wipe out half of our population, but we've got sunshine, okay? And you can experience all 4 seasons in the span of one day. I thrive in sunshine, and most people do. We need that vitamin D. Is it vitamin D? I think it's vitamin D. Vitamin D. Thanks, Vitamin D, for sponsoring today's video. I'm kidding. Imagine that. Just got a whole ass vitamin to sponsor me. Reason number 3. And I know that I always say it was a mistake, but it is still a reason for me to stay. Hear me out, hear me out. I've been talking to my accountant. Hear me out. I own a place in an area that is currently being gentrified, where they're currently opening a NoHo West. As you guys know, I'm in the Valley, and I am in the vicinity of it, okay? I am close enough to it where when it opens up in the spring, it'll totally boost the value of my property. Even though I fucked up and I only did 5% down on this place, it doesn't change the fact that I am still a homeowner. I own a great property, and there's like very little property for sale in this area. Getting my home refinanced is gonna be huge because the mortgage rates are like the lowest that they've ever been right now. And you also have the option to buy down mortgage rates. And since I have really good credit, I'm able to unlock those mortgage rates really easily. So with that said, we're looking into refinancing my home, which is actually gonna save me a ridiculous amount of money. Point B is remodeling. I love my unit. There's not really much in it that needs to change. If there was anything that I feel is urgent that needs to be renovated, it is my kitchen. My kitchen's cute, right? You look at it in the videos and you're like, oh no, it looks like a regular, nice IKEA galleyway kitchen. No. This kitchen was done so cheaply. The molding is like falling apart and like ripping off. The countertops, whoever decided to remodel the kitchen did wood. I don't really know why, but they did wood. Wood is porous, so when you're washing dishes and water splatters, even if you laminate it and seal it, it'll wear and tear, and then you've got wood deteriorating. And then sometimes you have a neighbor who has a cockroach problem and isn't gonna do anything about it because he has a lot of stuff in his house or in his kitchen and he doesn't want to get it sprayed. So then what happens is the cockroaches go through his wall and through his outlets into your wall, into your outlets, and so then you suddenly have a cockroach problem in your kitchen. My kitchen, currently empty. All my shit on the dining room table. Got my house sprayed. They're gone now. They're coming back for one more spray. They should be gone. My accountant and his contractor coming this week, so we can talk about renovating the kitchen. Don't judge me. I'm going through a lot right now. Okay, the final pro to living in Los Angeles. There is so much to do in this city, and a lot of people that live in Los Angeles, we have a name, I can't think of it right now. We take it for granted. We really, really do. And going on that hike this weekend with Liana really showed me that. It's ridiculous to me because I would be happy doing that on my own or with friends. And I take that for granted because I am here cooped up in this place all day long with my dogs. The furthest I go is when I take them to the dog park because I feel bad for them. I'm like, well, you guys should go experience the world, even though I won't. and then I just come home. And then I'm like, oh, it's the worst thing ever. And I'm not doing anything to put myself out there and explore the city that is literally meant for solo travelers. Like, you are meant to go and explore everything and anything out here and meet people along the way. That's it. There's a lot to do. With all of that said, guys, that is gonna be it for this video. That is all of the pros and cons that I can think of. So bear with me, because a lot of you guys are like, are you still moving to Austin? Are you staying in Los Angeles? Are you gonna come to Portland? Are you gonna come to Seattle? Everyone has so many opinions, and that's fine. I love it. Whether you are here to support me or here to talk down to me, like, all of your opinions actually make me think, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I really don't know. Right now, as of this moment, I'm leaning on remodeling the place and staying here for, and staying here for another year or two, which sucks because I do want the backyard. I just want to hold on to this property. If this refinance goes well, which it's already undergoing, like, the appraisal and everything, I might just stay here if I fall in love with the kitchen. If I fall in love with the kitchen, I am staying here. If I don't fall in love with the kitchen, I am leaving here and I am renting this baby out to somebody else. That's it for today's video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. Comment down below some of your pros and cons, and then like the video, subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video, most likely next week. Good night. Besitos. Bye.